Welcome to Star Heat 24. Today's headline is nothing short of shocking. Reality TV star Amy Slaton, known worldwide from 1000 lb Sisters, has found herself at the center of a legal and personal storm that has left fans and followers stunned. It all began during what was supposed to be a fun family trip to a safari park in Tennessee. Amy was with her boyfriend, her 2 young sons, and a few other family members. They were enjoying the day, feeding animals from the car, a pretty normal outing by anyone's standards. But then came a horrifying moment. Amy was reaching out to feed a camel when the animal unexpectedly bit her arm hard. Witnesses say she screamed and burst into tears. Emergency services were called, and Amy was taken to the hospital by stretcher, clearly in pain and panic. But things were just getting started. When police arrived at the scene, they noticed the distinct odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. That's when they decided to investigate further. Officers searched the car and reportedly found almost 2 ounces of marijuana and psychedelic mushrooms inside, all while Amy's 2 small children, aged just 4 and 2, were sitting in the back seat. The police didn't hesitate. Amy Slaton and her boyfriend, Brian Scott Levorn, were arrested on the spot. The charges? Drug possession and child endangerment, serious accusations that could easily destroy a career and upend a family. The children were immediately removed from Amy's custody and handed over to her sister, Amy Slaton, who stepped in to care for the boys as the legal situation unfolded. Fast forward a few months to December of the same year. Amy and Brian both appeared in court and agreed to a plea deal. They pleaded guilty to 2 counts of simple possession, which allowed the more severe charges to be dropped. The court sentenced them to 2 years of supervised probation, required them to attend parenting classes and undergo a drug and alcohol assessment, and banned them from ever returning to the safari park. In Amy's case, the court also issued a suspended jail sentence of nearly 1 year. That means she won't go to jail, but only if she follows every rule of her probation. Missing a class, failing a drug test, or even breaking curfew could trigger jail time. For now, Amy remains in Tennessee under strict conditions, working hard to fulfill every requirement the court has laid out. Meanwhile, custody of her children remains with Tammy. The kids are reportedly safe, healthy, and receiving stable care, something that's deeply important to Amy. She later described the entire experience as the worst day of our lives, explaining how terrified she was, not just of the camel bite, but of the legal nightmare that followed. This wasn't just a public scandal, it was a deeply personal crisis. Now, as 1000 lb Sisters returns with its 7th season, the drama continues on screen. The trailer teases intense family confrontations, including Amy clashing with her sister Amanda during what looks like a raw and emotional intervention. We'll also see Amy stepping into a new relationship and Tammy dealing with the long-term effects of her massive weight loss, including her struggle to quit smoking and cope with loose skin. But the biggest question still lingers: will Amy Slaton get her children back? At the moment, nothing is guaranteed. The answer depends entirely on whether she can stick to the conditions of her probation, prove her stability, and rebuild trust with the system and her family. Until then, the kids stay with Tammy, and Amy's journey continues, both in court and on camera. This is Star Heat 24, where every headline has a heartbeat. Make sure to subscribe and stay locked in as we bring you more of the stories that are shaping the real world of entertainment. Thanks for watching.